Around 1964-70, I have mentioned this before. 1964 was the year I visited West Germany upon getting a call from Ulm Design University. Since I left Japan, my office was partially closed, but I myself was working away from home, so my wife and staff, such as Nagaki Nogo, remained in Tokyo. Therefore, while guiding students in Germany, I was also managing the designs in Japan. I went to Ulm twice. The second visit to Germany was from 1966 to 67. When I was in Ulm, I used the time remaining after coaching the students to immerse myself in various studies exploring information aesthetics focused in Germany. The library of the Ulm Institute of Design was small, but it was a space filled with incisive technical material. Since it was an open shelf style, I was able to get my hands on various rare books lined up on the shelves, find rare illustrations, collect materials, and research to my heart's content. I was given plenty of time for self-study that I could not have in Japan. While teaching students, on the other hand, I was surrounded by the material in this library and I was learning about new information centered on Germany and Switzerland, especially the relationship between noise and figures and the relationship between human eye and perception. I organized the results in my way. The discourse, Cosmology of Image, held in 1973, can be considered a summary of that. However, this research was enveloped with many interesting problems. I would like us to first take a look at them. On the screen, we see the title Cognition and Noise. The word cognition indicates how we, people of today, gather new information and how we take it in. The acquisition of information and the processing of information. What role does noise play in that process? That is the theme of this chapter. Well, this is a very simple pattern, not what's showing on the big screen. It is a pattern of a lattice structure with equally spaced dots. In this pattern, if small noises are attached like this, our eyes immediately pick it up. We are susceptible to noise mixed in an orderly pattern. We possess an anti-noise ability. It's one of the exceptional abilities of the human eye. How about this? If we look closely, you'll be able to see a slight crack on the left side. Further, you will also notice the 45-degree rift as well. If you take your time and look at it, you will be able to notice that many of the dots are shifted. Even though the arrangement of dots is only slightly out of alignment, the human eye has acquired a special ability to detect irregularities in an arrangement, the shifted bit. We have a special ability to detect shifts. As I said in the beginning, human eye has the sensitivity and insensitivity. Similarly, human eyes also hide this unique ability. And then, in this orderly pattern, make a variation of big and small size dots. We can select the big dots from the arrangement of small dots, connect them to discover some shape, and make an association. This ability is deeply related to the people of the ancient times who looked at the innumerable stars of the night sky and made out constellations. It is a cognitive ability that Gestalt psychology calls the law of similarity. Gestalt psychology developed mainly in Germany from the 1910s to the 1930s. Through experiments, it researched on the way humans see things and achieved unique results. The special ability of the human eye to exceptionally and to precisely detect noise, shifts, or similarities, the amazing capability of the human eye is yet again baffling. The stars in the heaven, the light of the evening sky, is a type of random noise that is scattered across the sky. Here is another ordinary random noise, just like the light of the stars. Let us add some minor manipulations to it. I will take the mirror image of the left half of the random noise. Next, I will overturn the right side. By doing this, what was a dot cloud of random noise will instantly have peculiar faces in it. Humans or animals seem to be especially attracted to forms that have this kind of symmetry. This is washi, Japanese paper. It is an ordinary Japanese paper made by grinding and mixing rice husks. I will talk making manipulations to this washi as well. If we invert both edges using mirror symmetry, splendid faces appear. In this way, human beings and perhaps monkeys and other living things find symmetry in the scattering of irregular shapes in nature. It seems that there is a special cognitive function of being attracted to symmetrical shapes. Symmetry has become a meaningful form of vocabulary for those beings who live for survival. Moving on, I would like to do the same experiment to this kind of a complex and noisy pattern. I cut a triangle in the center of this pattern and reversed it symmetrically. The pattern that looked random till now will start to look like it has something like a painting in the center. Shall we do the same inversion off to the side using the same technique? Let us cut out a small semicircle and make a symmetric inversion. How is it? What looked like a muddled pattern now looks like it has another sort of embodiment. Even out of muddled noise, a different form is created. The relationship between noise and shape. Certain animals have learned the technique of camouflage as a necessary means of concealing their appearance. Noise pattern becomes a way of survival. Nevertheless, if the position of the noise is shifted, it stands out all the more. The symmetry born out of noise ends up making the shape stand out in all the noise. In other words, we can understand that for living things, their relationship with noise is a necessary pattern. Since I liked insects from when I was a child and I also liked animals, noise, hide and seek, the conflict of noise and image were themes I researched a lot in many forms even after death.